Welcome, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what books want to be shown to you for November 2019. The numbers 2, wow, 2. Your value or number 2 is going to hold a significance. A pair, 1033, 1044. These numbers show elevation. So you're going to be elevating on not only your accuracy, but seeing the clarity, being clear, not just in yourself, but seeing that clarity in others and how they communicate to you. That in itself is going to be a way to show how to charge forward, that cue to charge forward. So, you'll get that cue. There's something about a cue. Wow, the world. So, you have the world in your hands right now. Archangel Michael is within you and around you. There you go. You have ancestors, God, Gaia, however you call your higher self as well. You're starting to ascend or be in awareness of that. But no matter what, how you go in the world is how you want to go in the world. And that's worth everything. That's worth charging ahead. A job well done. Wow. Job contentment. Well, a job well done. Job contentment. So a job that you are going to feel not only contentment with, but that opportunity. You're starting to definitely be in line with yourself. Wow. And gratitude. You're being grateful for every journey, everything that came your way to get you here, Aries. The path towards enlightenment. Okay, see, we were feeling that enlightenment. Orphan. Yeah. At some point, it could have felt like being alone could have been like a curse. Who wants to be alone? Who wants to feel like an orphan, feeling abandoned, or feeling like, is there something wrong with a person to be in that orphan situation or in that abandonment situation? But you're starting to see clearly that when being abandoned, Aries, you were already aligned with that. That's something that is a given. That sometimes doing things in the world will require you to be alone. And you had to have different situations and circumstances in your world to show you that. That's what's empowering. That's the true gift. Whether this is something that you're experiencing or you're seeing in others, it is a blessing in disguise. Wow. When saying blessing in disguise, 33:6 came up and it paused the video. So oh, wow, I didn't see that. You got the Ace of Earth. So see, look, you're ascending. You're seeing that everything you need is in the palm of your hand. It didn't take anybody but you. God, your ancestors are there. They're your guides. They're not only your guides, but they're the ones to show you that you everything is not only groovy, but it's gangster. You know that how you going to go out, how you going to lead in your world is exactly the way you're going to lead. No one else can be you but you. And if anyone wants you to explain or excuse or see this as you are exiling yourself like an orphan, that stigma around being an orphan, you're being that master teacher to translate that in your own way, that I would rather be alone than entertain people, places, and things that would have made me feel alone even in their presence. It's like seeing that is worth more. Even with people around you, they're starting to see that they would rather be alone than entertain things that really are not in their best interest. And it's not to say that people try to put people in exile or excuse them, but it's going like, for example, getting that opportunity where people are explaining themselves to you why, wow, it's people in your world that may come back to explain why they excuse themselves or why they put you in a situation. But again, seeing the teaching in that, like, when have you ever had to experience excusing yourself? Like, popping up in my head, I know when I didn't want to eat something at the dinner table, I would rather excuse myself. Now, if my exit plan sounds like a good cue, no one would answer or ask me why should I excuse myself from the dinner table, or why should I excuse myself from a conversation or an opportunity. Now, not unless this person sees through that and asks, wait a minute, before you exit, explain why you don't want to do something. Now, if I didn't want to be honest, then the moment I explain something, that person would see the cues, the keys to if I'm lying or not. And at times I'm like, no, I want to be honest. So when you're honest, that clarity, that communication, you see that everybody's gone through that. You're not alone. It's just that people know how to probably disguise it or entertain it better than others. And that's cool. Is that in your nature? And you're seeing everyone has a free will. And from that, you know your 10, your wheel of fortune is going towards you. So if someone, people, places, and things try to excuse themselves or explain themselves, you would already know beforehand why would a person need to do that. Again, the dinner table. No one, you know, when you're getting or going somewhere and you got to be courteous, you got to be, you know, get that gratitude, being grateful that you're getting that opportunity to be around people. Yet, if it's in a company that energetically doesn't feel right, you would know that, and they would know that. Why? Because in either through a family situation, a job situation, any opportunity where that happened, they knew the patterns to why it leads to that. No matter what, Aries, you're still going to move forward. So even if people give you excuses or explanations, you'll understand, first of all, forgive. Not just them, but forgive yourself that you had to be in that part in some way for that person to do what they had to do towards you. Wow. Wow, y'all had to show me this. It's kind of like this at the dinner table, the Last Supper. It's kind of like that. Everyone has those situations. But from you having to exit or and sin, it's going to take you to people, places, and things that are in the same energy, in the same awareness as you. So that way you don't have to go through all that. So the inflow of abundance is coming to you. A promising business venture, important documents or contracts. Look at that. Because you're going to bigger and better things. And when it comes to green pastures, you are the person that makes it green. That makes the pastures, that makes the path that you're taking, Aries, grow and become fruitful. And sometimes in order for you to see that, it has to be situations where people may shut you out or make you feel like, should I be alone or anything like that. Usually kings, queens, emperors, empresses, people of high authority or people that are made to be a leader in some way are the ones that are experiencing what you're experiencing. You could see it in history books. You could see it through movies. It's there. So whenever you get those scenarios or get that aching feeling like, why should I go through this? A movie a song or something is going to show you why you go through this. And that's when you're going to get that aha. Look at that. Angels. Your angels are here with you. Always. Always. Every day, all day. They on the clock for you. That's the present. That's one thing or many things that you can now see. That you're being guided and protected. Your angels are there to guide you on those moments of being exiled or being where you have to excuse yourself, or even if you had to explain yourself, Aries, on why. Your angels are there to be that mouthpiece for you, that when you speak, even the ones that are your enemies would be ashamed of themselves. And that's okay. We all had to experience that in the world. That's showing you that you might see this on the 21st. Again, the number 3 is significant. Wow. If those are ones around you, they're seeing that it comes to a time and place where the path that you go on has to be walked alone. It may feel like the walk of shame, but what is the shame is not you. If people are making you feel like you should be ashamed of yourself, it's those that are casting the shame. That's the part that they should be ashamed about. Yet, in order for that to be a lesson to learn for you, that is going to be your tool. And even the ones that are doing that, it's going to help them to see that at some point they're going to have to do that walk of shame, that people are going to look at them and scrutinize them. And that feeling of, oh, it does come back in the world. That energy comes back in full circle. Wow. If this reading resonates with you, press the like button, share, and subscribe. If it doesn't, press the dislike button. If you'd like to get a personal reading, look in the description box below. We will see you on the other side.